time I hear you whisper to me that you never would leave me be. I can feel my body echoing for you now.
Do you know what you do to me? It's like a fantasy, I wanna never leave. But isn't it a little funny that you're the one controlling me?
Welcome back to Seduce Me. Best introduction ever. Let's go. Where's my space bar? There it is. Okay. I shook my head to try to clear the sleepiness out of me, to no avail. I really didn't get any sleep last night. Same. It's the right time to wake up. Late school. Hold on, I gotta move my microphone, so I'm just gonna mute it real quick. Okay, that took longer than it should have. I could not find the unmute button. As soon as I realized I had to go to school, I slid out of bed and looked at the vanity mirror. That's a relief. Luckily, there was barely a bruise on my cheek. You had to squint to actually see it. I doubt anyone would actually notice it unless they leaned in really close. The heater's really hot on me. Breathing out a sigh, I got dressed, took my backpack, and caught the bus to go to school. Hi, Lily. Wanna help me? You gonna help me? Yeah. Don't hit the microphone, please. It wasn't even hours before everyone heard of the news. I was approached in school and given condolences. Stop sniffing the microphone for my loss. However, that wasn't what shocked my friends.
Wait, so you have the whole Anderson house to yourself? Lucky as hell, man!
Give me a kiss, Lily.
Okay. Sorry,
Being
Naomi.
so sensitive, Naomi.
Peely.
Quit being so vulgar, Suzu.
Quit fighting, guys. Naomi's always right.
Oh, man, come on!
No, get over it.
See? She knows about proper public taste.
I know how to be a lady. Sheesh.
Guys, I'm going there after school today because my parents want me to get used to living there.
Seriously? It hasn't even been a day since you came back to school.
I know my parents want me to try living there as soon as possible.
Still, that's really fast. Are you going to be okay?
Of course, But even in the comfort of my best friends, life seemed to be testing me. Oof!
Hey! Don't go around shoving people like that.
Whoops. Did I strike a nerve, Capini?
She let out a small laugh as she twirled her hair around her finger. Lisette, one of the last people I wanted to see today.
It's not me you should be apologizing to.
Oh, Anderson. Hey, how's it going?
Great! You know, my arm's now dead because you shoved me, but yeah, great.
Haven't you already heard, Lizette?
Of what?
Her grandfather's passing.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I don't really watch a lot of news.
It doesn't really sound like you mean it.
I do mean it. Earnestly. Why wouldn't I?
What kind of word is earnestly?
Typical Capini. Isn't her family involved with the mafia or something? I wouldn't be surprised if she brought out a bat from behind her back right this moment.
I'd nearly forgotten the crowd that followed Lisette, which was mostly comprised of people that no one wanted to see on a typical school day. No one had the slightest idea why exactly they followed Lisette around persistently, but they labeled themselves as social equals to her.
That is out of line. Suzu comes from an honest family.
Says the one whose family profits from political scandals.
You can diss me. You can diss my friends, but when you diss my friend's family, man.
Yeah, your dad doesn't make anything unless he's in the court with dirty politicians.
Brett. Brettger.
Hey, let's all calm down for a second, alright? I'm sure Anderson needs some time to recuperate. I mean, what just happened? We need to give her some respect.
Just get out. Stop acting like that already, like you feel sorry for me.
What are you talking about?
I'm sure you're happy to see me like this. You already have everything you've wanted, and now seeing me like this, life couldn't get any better. Bitterness seeped into me, and my words started flying out of my mouth without a filter. But honestly, I didn't care. I was so consumed by anger that I only saw Lisette in front of me. What exactly am I to you? Said, what am I? Just another part of your obstacle course. Is that what I am? I'm sick of it. Lisette. I'm sick sick of all these charades, sick of you. Sorry, I had to. Gasp rose from the crowd around her, and I was brought back to the school hallway, even my friends beside me looked at me surprised. One girl looked like she was going to speak up, but Lizette held her hand up to stop her. There was an emotion in her face that I couldn't quite make out, but I could see a form pity in her eyes. Don't you dare pity me. Kill my parents. I don't know who I'm doing an impression of. I don't know. I looked away from her. I didn't want to see that emotion in her eye when she was talking to me. She didn't have the right to look at me that way.
I'm sorry. I know your grandfather passing away must have really taken a toll on your emotions.
You take a toll on my emotions. Wait, what? She stepped towards me and put her hand on my shoulder, giving me a tiny smile as for old time's sake. But for some reason I didn't feel comforted at all. Not that I was just angry at her, but the expression on her face when she leaned in close to me contorted into something complex. Something was different about her. I couldn't quite place my finger on it, but something about her had definitely changed.
Well, I'll be going for now. Track meet responsibilities and all of that stuff. See you later.
And all of that stuff? Something about Lizette made me feel uncomfortable. I wasn't just angry, but also uneasy. What was it? I'd never seen her like that before. But I decided to pay no further attention to it. She continued running down the hallway with her gaggle of friends behind her. I refocused my attention on Mrs. Phillips. Who was walking down the hall towards me.
Is everything alright, girls?
I really don't like you.
Nothing we couldn't handle, Mrs. P. Just a bunch of snobs.
Suzu, hush! It was nothing, Mrs. Phillips.
I see. Well, Miss Anderson, please accept my condolences for your loss.
Please accept my condolences for your damn sure. What the hell's going on? Are you okay? Thanks, Mrs. Phillips.
Your grandfather was a good man.
Mm-hmm.
He really upheld the philanthropy of his company's policies. And the money that went towards charity, too.
Philanthropist. I know. He was amazing. I really looked up to him, and I want to be as good as he was.
Well, I know that you'll be as great as your grandfather.
Hell yeah, she will. She'll be 10 times better than her grandfather.
Would I? Would I really be better than my grandfather? Everyone seemed to have... Yeah, why did... I felt like I looked at have and I thought, that's a weird word. I don't know. Have high expectations for me. I wanted to do my best and make my family proud, but to be better than my grandfather? I wasn't sure about that. From outside the school window, I saw a familiar blue car pull up to the curb. Undoubtedly, it was my father in the driver's seat. Oh, great, Dad, great.
Want us to come with you?
I really wish you could. Hey, Daddy-o, Daddy-do, Daddy-boo.
Hey, honey.
Ugh. As I got into the car, I noticed my father looked troubled, clutching at his steering wheel and staring straight ahead as if something was really bothering him.
About what happened yesterday. I'm sorry for yelling at you.
Uh-huh.
Does your cheek still hurt?
No, it's nothing to worry about.
I mean it. I shouldn't have laid a finger on you. You know that you're my most precious daughter. You're all that I have.
You're gonna lose it. To a demon! Demon! Demon, I say! Yet he couldn't bring himself to say what he could never say to me for such a long time. I always wanted to hear those words to affirm how he really felt, but I guess even now he couldn't say it to me. I turned my head away to look out the window. There was no point in waiting for something that was never going to come. And, like that, he started to drive, and the conversation between us ended. I decided to focus my attention on passing scenery. We were taking the usual route to grandfather's house. It was located within the vicinity of the school district, but it was still pretty far from the school and from where our house was. He had always lived alone. He insisted on doing things by himself, even at his age, living in such a large house. I wondered, did he pass away when no one at his side as well? It sounded so lonely and sad. It was strange that he decided on living all alone in his large estate. If anything, he could have lived with us, though he and my father probably would have given each other the silent treatment the entire time. Maybe living alone was preferable to that. Jesus Christ. I hate this car scene part. It's so friggin' long that my foot's falling asleep. I actually hadn't visited him for quite a while. Visits to his house were almost frequent when I was a child. Keyboard. And I had grown up long since then. Last time I visited, though, I thought he looked as though he was really happy and healthy. But things change. In the back of my mind, I knew that he would have to leave one day. It was like humans couldn't live forever. So why did my heart still feel so heavy? The car was almost spent in silence until he spoke again.
How was school? Maintaining your grades, I hope.
Dandoo. Yeah, try my best, Daddy.
Trying? That's not real.
I don't even like your line. I'm gonna skip it. With my father, only some words I said were filtered through his ears. It filtered through his ears. Hi, Lily. Okay. Lay down! It was difficult to keep up a conversation without eventually talking about academics or my future, even if it was something loosely based on it. He always found a way to integrate it into everything whenever we talked.
Anyway,
Wow.
your belongings are in the trunk. There isn't a lot, so I'm sure you can manage bringing them inside the house. After all, you are on the road to being independent now.
I love you. Yeah, I can manage on my own. The usual silence resumed between us. I really wasn't sure what to say around him, especially when most of the time we didn't share the same opinions. What is she doing? She's far away now. Well, I want my doggy. One question did linger in my mind, though. If he was going to justify acting so nonchalant at grandfather's funeral, I had the right to at least know why. Just leave it alone. There's no point. He's ridiculous. He's standing in a giant car. This game. Why are you whining behind me? Goodness, stop hitting stuff with your tail. There was no use talking to him about this. It would be like reopening a wound or applying a bruise. Reapplying. I sighed. He gave me a side glance out of curiosity, but I didn't pursue it further. Typical. I leaned against the car door and stared out the window. I really couldn't think. What would the place be like? It had been years since I'd been in my grandfather's house before. But it was... Sorry, I was playing the dog. But it was one thing visiting it and another thing actually living there. Goodness. I will not pet you. I am YouTubing. How would I manage living on my own without any training to really care for it? Okay, fine, I'll pet you. For our house. I knew that naturally the bills would be paid by my parents who inherited grandfather's stocks in the corporation, but I had never lived independently before. Thinking about it made me feel like some kind of bird being put... Do I hear a cat? God. Bird being pushed out of the nest, though I was technically an adult. I felt unprepared and a bit daunted at the prospect of actually moving into a new place. Most people my age would be ecstatic moving out. After all, it would symbolize some kind of change in their lives, like being on their road to independence. But I felt like it was nothing of the sort. I really hoped I wouldn't let my parents down. Oops. Don't knock that over. I wouldn't want to let grandfather down. What would he be saying right now? I gazed up at the passing clouds in the sky. If you're out there, grandfather, how would you be doing? Would there be anything you want to tell me at this moment? And of course no answer. Searching for an answer in the heaven. What was I doing? Searching for an answer in the heaven that would or would not exist. I ducked my head to stare at the blur of trees in the car from the car window. My head was definitely going into the clouds there at that moment. Either way, I found myself being driven off to my new home. The car rolled to a stop and I drifted out of my thoughts. Stop gazing at me so lovingly, Lily! Just give me the side glance. Like I'm reading her story.
Here we are. Go on in.
Please don't knock that over, though, because it's going to make a really loud bang. Alright, so Mama.
All right.
I love you. Lily, I love you. Give me a kiss. Okay. Or make little drum sounds. No, make sure to come by and visit us often. No, I'm going to miss you lots. Nothing other than blank stare. You're really being an attention whore right now, aren't you? I paused a bit before reaching for the car door handle. Tickled my side, waiting for any form of goodbye, but he didn't speak again. I sighed and exited the car, hearing my dad pop open the trunk. I saw the 2 large bags I packed last night, and they were large enough to carry only things I needed. I took them out and placed one bag on each shoulder and closed the trunk. He then drove off, leaving me alone in front of the mansion. I watched the blue car fade into the distance of the road before turning to see my new home. There it is. It's huge! My grandfather gave me this. It's hard to believe. Hey, look at me. I'm reading you a story. The house was framed by a set of tall gates, and I hesitantly pushed them aside to take in the entire estate. Look at that estate, Lily. Look at it, so big. So big. Yeah, so big. The house still looked like it was when I last visited him. At a glance, it seemed kind of intimidating with its size, though if I came closer, it was clear that there was more to it than that. The brick walls were framed by shrubbery and lovely flowering. Okay. Giving it a homey and welcoming look. But in contrast, the tall doors into the house gave me a feeling of grandeur. Aww. Gonna lay down and listen to my story? Okay. Who knew it was waiting for me? But I wouldn't back down at this moment. I took out the key to the front door and unlocked them. Are you leaving me? No, you're laying down. Okay. Well, might as well make myself at home. I'll be staying here for quite a while anyways. That was when I saw them. Lying on the floor was a group of men. Lily, a group of men! She whined at me. Okay, focus. They were all unconscious, but there was no explanation as to why they were there in the first place. I dropped my bags, I let the door close on its own behind me. What? Why? Why? Some of them had open wounds. The blood was staining the floor and the scent was intermingling with the air. I couldn't help but feel bad for them instinctively. Okay, just making sure my microphone's not still muted. But nevertheless, I was shocked and a bit angry at the sudden intrusion. My mind suddenly went from caring and concerned to confused and demanding freaking answers. Who are you guys and why? No response. A cop, please! Somebody calm down, 111. Boys are dying, bleeding out on the dance floor. Whoa! I need a drink. Alright, we're good. Still nothing. None of them seemed to be awake to answer or respond to me. That was terrible. It seems surreal to have random strangers in the house I just moved into. But I wanted answers quickly. That was until... Ew, gross, no!
Woman, you're going to let me kiss you.
I couldn't believe it myself, but within me, a mere... but within a mere blink of an eye, one of the men went from lying on the floor to being right in front of my face. What was even more odd is the fact that I felt serene and all zen combat. I just want to play with something. Boop, 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 boop. Sam, 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 Sam. How you doing, Sam? How you doing, Sam? How you doing, Sam? Okay. It's nice to see you, Sam. So, slowly a desire burned in my chest. All me to accept the kiss, even my mind wanted to refuse, whatever. Yeah, sure, go for it. Ugh, God, I hate that every time. Every time it makes me feel uncomfortable. I feel like I'm standing in a room watching something I shouldn't be. Lily, are you still here? Okay. As you kissed me, I could feel my body go weak. I didn't stop rubbing your face all over me. I didn't know why, but that kiss was draining me of my energy, and yet it was so good, it made my heart sing. It was strange, tingling feeling that danced over every nerve on my body. I could feel streams of intangible energy run up my body into my lips. They felt odd, but at the same time, it felt freaking amazing.
Sam, stop it.
Jesus. I don't know if you can hear any of that background noise, but dogs are waking up. I woke everybody. And my dog left me. Great. The person kissing me, Sam was his name, glanced behind him.
I said stop. Now.
Oh, dang it. I thought I could take my headphones off in time. Before that. How do you make that noise with your lips? I'm making that with my teeth. There we go. Now that's a true pucker sound. Finally, he pulled back. I was left standing there in a daze. I couldn't tell what's going on. My mind was completely enwrapped by the kiss and my thoughts that melted into depths of my forgotten memories.
Please forgive my brother. He's a bit reckless.
I was trying to remember what game had to do with memories. And then I realized, every game.
At least I feel a hell of a lot better than you right now.
Boom! Burn!
Because you used your abilities on her.
Take advantage of what you got. Hi, Lily!
Sam, you're such a reckless brute. Taking advantage of a beautiful young woman like her.
Shut that pretty boy mouth of yours before I rip it off your pretty boy face.
Jeez, you guys. Can we not fight right now? Not all of us are in the best state.
I just gotta say, Matthew has some pretty rad clothing. I'm just saying, where did they shop, TJ Maxx?
Yes, you are right, Matthew.
Huh. Interesting.
I agree.
I agree. Ow. Get out of here, Damien, nobody likes you! However, as the men got up and started to chat freely, fucking Damien. My thoughts began to reassemble. Blech. And I remembered my confusion and anger once again, only now multiplied tenfold.
Huh? Did you say something beautiful?
That exploded. Pretty much. What, why, when, how, where, what? Who, what, where, when, why, how. There we go. I couldn't help exploding, but after being taken advantage of, being left in a mush, I wasn't left in a bush. Mush to eat my words escaped without filter. I definitely scared the men around me, even the man who kissed me. Oh my god. Wait a second, the guy who kissed me.
Ouch!
Bitch.
What's your problem?
You! What's your problem, mister? You can't go around force people to kiss like that. You're some kind of pervert.
Pervert?
Yeah.
It was only a kiss.
Pervert. I mean nothing to you, but it means a lot to me.
What? Was it your first kiss?
What's going on behind me? Ghosts.
Ow! Hey, what was that for?
You know, stuff. I know first kisses are exactly amazing and full of sparkles, sunshine, and rainbow poops in front of a fairy tale. I got too worked up. But I'd at least expected it to be more than just something forced.
So it was your first kiss. Stop making such a big deal out of it.
Are you asking to get punched again?
Well, what do you want me to do? It's not like I can somehow take it back.
Sam is the most realistic husband. Like, okay, I'm gonna make a scene for you here. They're married in the future. He eats the last pudding cup. She gets mad at him. He's like, well, what do you want me to do? Spit it back out? I feel like just saying. You should at least apologize. That would suffice. As if to himself, he muttered something under his breath.
Why do I always look like the bad guy?
Well, look at how you're dressed.
Apologies aren't my forte. But I'll try my best.
Oh, you're so cute. I'm waiting.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry.
Good boy. Sorry about what?
I'm sorry for kissing you like that. I went too far.
I'll give him a treat. He's... I feel like Sam's just that little ankle biter. I sighed and ran his fingers... As he ran his... He sighed. It's all him. He sighed and ran his fingers through his hair.
I didn't mean for it to turn out that way. It's just... I act on impulse, okay? It's difficult to control myself and... What am I saying?
I seriously didn't ask for your life story. It's okay, I get it. Thanks for the apology, bruh. Woo!
Yeah, no problem.
Anyway, if you try to pull any funny business in the future, just a fair warning, I know Taekwondo. Just me. I think I'm big enough. Time to get back to the main issue. So, why?
Miss, please forgive us in our intrusion. We didn't know this abode belonged to anyone, nor did we have the time to take that into consideration.
Sorry. What? You just don't barge into people's houses when I hiccuping.
We wouldn't have had to if we weren't as wounded as we are currently. We just escaped from a deadly fight that could have ended our lives.
Hold on a second, I gotta replay his line.
We wouldn't have had to if we weren't as wounded as we are currently. We just escaped from a deadly fight that could have ended our lives.
There's background noise in that, and it scared me. It sounded like a cat or somebody talking in his recording. Oh my god, it scared the crap out of me. I thought it wasn't mine. Ugh.
Luckily for us, your home was near and the windows were unlocked, so we quickly came inside.
The last time I remembered, there were laws preventing strangers from stepping on private property. Although, considering the severity of their wounds, it had to be serious. I guess that explains the wounds, but why? Him? Kiss? Smooch? Yeah, I had absolutely no right to do that.
Well, lovely flustered lady, it's hard to explain, truly. We're not exactly normal.
Not normal? What are you guys like? Demons or something like that? I'm funny. I asked almost jokingly, but the boys seem to take my question differently. The one who doesn't have a lot to say always knows what to say. Shut up, Matthew!
Well, yeah, actually, something like that.
Great. What?
We're incubi, miss. Demons who consume and use sexual energy of humans to survive.
They're just so open about it. Incubi, the fabled demons that exist to haunt humans and make them sexual crazed monsters. The mythical beings that could look like anyone just to get into your pants. Look that up in a dictionary. Her description of incubi will be right there. The imaginary monsters you only saw in the movies or TV.
Hello?
Or
Did you hear him?
Ghost Adventures! Sorry.
We're telling the truth.
Do you think she's still processing it?
Yes, and she'll understand right about...
Right! That's funny, but cut the joke short. Incubuses don't exist. There is no way they existed. That'd be practically impossible. He is reading everything I'm thinking! Stop it, Damien! I know you moved! Gosh.
Incubi is the correct plural form. And yes, we do exist.
Get out! Friggin' grammar Nazi. Prove it! As soon as the words left my mouth, I instantly regretted them.
Very well. Eric, go ahead.
I'm just keeping my focus on Damien. Damien's like, this isn't a good idea. Why him? Why not me?
Very well.
Gosh.
My sweet, you're so tempting with such non-belief. Let me ease your mind with a tender kiss. I promise you'll enjoy every minute of it. And maybe you'll even want more.
I'm curious, what the hell color is his eyes? Are they purple? I can't tell. Blue, white, purple, black. What? What? That's my kissing noise. Once again, I was lost in a pool of calm serenity, staring into Eric's eye. I felt waves coursing my chest, then my face, painting my cheeks red with their wake. Couldn't help but nod and agree to his offer. Yeah, sure! Stop it. I love you, Eric, but gosh. I don't even love Eric, I just love his voice actor. With another kiss, my heart began to flutter once again. Gosh, you're turning into a slut sexto! Where was I? In my chest, and my mind was sent spinning in a heated, passion-filled pleasure. Yet I could feel my body drain of energy, and he kissed me.
Alright, that's enough.
Aw, very well. I feel so much better.
Eric, it's just... I can't. Oh, why we gotta stop now? As he pulled away, I was left in a mental mush pool. I felt weak in the knees, despite my will demanding me to stand straight in front of the boys before me. The world around me began to spin, and I tried to speak. Well, I think I'm gonna...
What are our manners?
What manners?
I'm James, and these are my brothers. Sam, Eric, Matthew, and Damien.
Fuck Damien. Wait a second, I feel like I've said that before. Magical diary reference. Fuck Damien.
Miss,
Nope,
are
it wasn't
you
even
okay?
that. It was screw Damien. There we go. Screw Damien.
Shit. She fainted.
I love you, Sam. I couldn't believe it. The Damon's and stuff. Real and black and floating in the darkness, my mind kept replaying the scene over and over again, reminding my body of the touch and incubus that gets behind me. Thank God I don't have a face cam. That would have been ugly as hell. However, I began to feel the smooth silk around me, my eyelids unwillingly opened. What? I awoke to find myself in an unfamiliar place. Where was Mom and Dad? I was pretty sure this wasn't my room. Hiccup. Okay. Nope. Okay. Oh wait, I lived at my grandfather's house now. Cursibly unfamiliar. I rubbed my eyes and surveyed my surroundings. I was still in the clothes that I arrived at the house in, but I was laying in the silk-covered bed. I remembered coming in the afternoon, so why was it nighttime already? Pressing a yawn, I stretched my arms. Maybe we should order some food for delivery. I was pretty hungry. I was about to sit up, but I suddenly realized I wasn't alone. Statement! Again, thank God I don't have a face cam. I feel like Damien's just that creepy stalker. That creepy stalker that every popular girl despises. Since when was he standing there? Who the heck was he? A guy in my bedroom, did we? Damien, you bastard. No way. Stop staring at me. Sorry, I'm saying my thoughts out loud. Why was I apologizing to a stranger who only said 2 words? He barely... yeah, it was only 2 words. He never said anything else. Since I woke up... Wait, he looked eerily familiar. Then it all came back to me. Incubus. He was an incubus. He has his brother incubus. They're in a refuge. And they kissed me. Then I fainted. Oh! Stop it! I know what you're doing. Stop it! He was leaning against the far wall looking at me. My heart began to race as I thought of the endless list of possibilities this situation brought me. I hated the thought of being under Incubus's power, especially in the bedroom. So tempted to just jump up and protect myself. But I won't, because Damien, you know, screw him. Can't wait for your route. Whatever. I took a deep breath. I was sure that if any of them wanted to take advantage of me, they would have already. Yeah, I'm awake.
That's good.
You creep me out. I saw a small form of a smile on his face, which made me blush a bit. Why, though? One thing still concerned me, though.
I'm not going to use my powers on you.
You already are! What? How? Where? What?
I can read minds.
Great.
It's an ability I was born with. Each of us has a different ability, outside of our usual mind-altering powers.
Which makes you my favorite! Great, even more surprises. I grew even more worried about the situation I was in. How long have I been asleep?
For a few hours. It's already gotten quite dark outside.
I see that. Yeah, well, where are the others?
My brothers are downstairs, cleaning up the blood from the lobby floor. And making you dinner as an apology.
Okay, unexpectedly sweet.
Oh, it's the least we can do after invading your home, and 2 of us using our powers on you.
3. Damien. You've got a point. Right, I had forgotten about that. Still irked me that they had practically taken advantage of me at that point. Thanks, buds. Okay, you let the other one happen. You let the second one happen. Even if they were demons. It was pretty rude to demonstrate their powers by kissing me. That wasn't some kind of human plaything. Oh, the sun, this seemed pretty unreal. Oh, I'm glad you're with it. Because, like, where are the others? So nonchalant. It was like something out of those romance novels that Naomi sometimes read. Oh god, it's Twilight. But with 5 of them. I think I only got as far as New Moon before I threw up. I wished I could have just went back to sleep and forgotten about all this. Maybe I should have called the police on them. Help! There are sex demons in my house. Then I would have never landed myself in this situation.
Do you feel well enough to get out of bed?
Okay. Wowza! Wowza, you strong!
Trust me, I won't let you go.
Her face is so fucking...
Why?
Okay. Not sure about this. I have, you know, these legs. They're called legs, Damien. Do you have them in the demon world? I don't know if you do.
I promise.
Why talk to him when you can just think it? Yeah, okay, sure.
Good.
I was speechless. He was carrying me as if I weighed nothing. He was so strong.
Thank you.
stop it. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
It's alright. I'm used to it.
I don't care. Stop it. I decided to close my mouth for the time being so that I wouldn't weird him out, or make things more awkward than they already were. Well, he didn't seem to mind carrying me or listening to me talk, so at least things weren't too strange. Damon seemed very quiet and calm about everything, especially with the situation we were in. However, there was sort of a longing in his eyes when he looked at me. That wasn't lustful. Jeez, I can't read. It was more than admiration. Once we reached the lobby, I decided that I felt well enough to walk on my own. As strong as he was, it was like he was carrying nothing. I didn't want to make him carry me everywhere. Yeah, that would be mortifying. Thanks for carrying me, but I can walk by myself now. Not saying that I did... Not saying that I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it. Don't drink soda when talking at the... Don't drink soda when you're gonna record. But word of the wise. I liked it. Not in a weird way, of course. It's not like I get carried around all the time. What I'm trying to say is that you're a nice person, Damien. But screw you.
It's no problem. I'll be heading to the dining room then.
I wonder, what is his range of of thoughts he can hear? Okay, good, go! Bye! He gently lowered me to the ground before he walked off quietly, disappearing into the shadows of the dark lobby.
Oh, hi!
Hey, Matthew. How you doing? Suddenly, a boy who looked around my age or possibly younger bounced up to me. He looked vaguely familiar. Oh, wait, it's that guy. Oh, you're Matthew, right?
Mm-hmm. That's me. Oh. Are you feeling any better now? We were all worried when you suddenly passed out.
Gotta replay his line. Listen to the little he does.
That's me.
That's so
Are
cute.
You feeling any better now? We were all worried.
Yeah. Yeah, cool,
really?
fine.
Your face is kind of red. Do you feel sick?
No, you're just incredibly boyish. No, I'm fine. Cool. I'm sure of it. Must have been blushing when Damien was carrying me downstairs. How embarrassing.
Well, if you say so. I hope Sam and Eric didn't make you upset.
I think it was a mixture of all of you. Nah, it's mostly Damien. It's okay after all. I did hit Sam after what he did, and about Eric, I just wanted you guys to prove to me what you're saying. I suppose you can get by Ariel then. I gave no pauses. I wondered how exactly I got myself in this mess. First my grandfather, then a fight with my father. Blowing up at Lizette, and now this. Certainly I had a knack for getting myself into sticky situations.
Oh, I have an idea.
Don't do it. Just take that idea, open the door, and throw it as far as you possibly can. I like that idea. He shoved his hand into his pockets with a tear grin on his face.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
This thing has been in my nightmares for about 2 days already. Is he trying to do a magic trick?
Ta-da!
Oh my god, it's the devil. Look at it. It's... Don't touch it, sex though. What are you, nuts? What is that? He smiled as if to wave it off, but when he opened his eyes, he saw what he was holding in his face frozen shock.
Wait a second. What did I just make? This is...
a demon spawn. Like you. When he produced... What he produced from it... That should just be a sound effect. What he produced from his pockets was a creepy looking doll.
Ah, what is that?
It's alive! Not sure. Michaela, that wasn't cool. His face paled considerably as he dropped it on the floor, scooting away from it frantically.
Get it away from me! It might be possessed by a demon or something!
Bruh. You worry me! But isn't he a demon himself?
That's not what I wanted to make! I just wanted to surprise you with a stuffed animal or just something to cheer you up.
Has a knife.
That looks like it came straight out of a horror movie.
Dude, it has a knife. He slumped his shoulders and looked down at his feet. It's okay. Don't look so dejected. I mean, it's certainly, unique. You can have it, man. No, I'll keep it because I'm a nice person. I'll keep it.
It looks so creepy.
Yeah, it does. What, doggy? It's the thought that counts, right? Like a Christmas present. Picked up the doll and looked at it closely. Sure, it looked pretty weird at first, but it could be cute if from a certain angle. Far, far away. Thanks for nightmares.
You're welcome.
Uh-oh.
It's good to see you smiling, even though the thing I made still kind of creeps me out.
It's gonna murder me in my sleep, man.
Anyway, you should come with me to the dining room. We're almost finished with the food, and, well, I don't mean to brag, but we're pretty decent chefs.
As long as you don't make something compared to that, just okay. Yeah, sounds great. I think it gives me a headache. I'm gonna end it here. Goodbye, my lovies.